Hello and welcome, guys. I just need to do a quick breakdown of this and my equipment. My equipment is on a different spot right now, and just to know, in the case you haven't noticed, these will be quick predictions because I'm very busy later. I have some things to do, and I'm gonna kick off right off the bat with the fight between Bull Vasquez and Michael Martinez. I don't have time to go in details, so I will just go briefly. And Michael Martinez is minus 145, but from what I've seen in this amateur MMA record, I do believe that Martinez offers a bit more experience, and I'm going to say that I'm going to go with Martinez. I don't have time for detailed breakdowns just to know, so I'm going with Martinez minus 145. Then I'm going to go with the next fight. The next fight is between Thiago Macedo and Raymond Cardenas. Now, people gonna say, why are you all over Macedo, etc.? Because if Macedo gets a hold of you, you're fucked up. But Macedo doesn't know to strike. Cardenas, on the other side, lost via armbar. What is that telling you? I think, despite this might be Macedo's debut, I'm gonna go with Macedo to win. Minus 600. Guess Macedo submission. Yeah, guess what I pick, Macedo submission. Then the next fight is going to be Roger Smith versus Elijah Smith. And no, they are not brothers, if that's what you're asking me. For this fight, I have no time to explain everything in details, but I'm going to tell you that Elijah Smith is my favorite. And Elijah Smith is my favorite only because of his amateur record of 500, and he is on a streak right now. He has better amateur record, etc. And Elijah Smith to win, minus 400. Then the next one is going to be the clash between Chris Herrera and Tommy Britton. I do believe that Tommy Britton is heavily underestimated, and Tommy Britton was mostly losing on decision, mostly was losing to high-level names in the fights where he didn't prepare well, and every single time he lost, he mostly lost via disqualification or decision. So it seems fights that last are pretty much a problem for him. And Chris the Crusher Herrera, 4'5'1", 5'8", 70 inches of reach. He is a quick finisher. So if he doesn't finish the fight quickly, that's gonna be the problem, you know. And for this fight, either it's going to be Chris Herrera via early stoppage, either it's going to be Tommy Britton via early stoppage. So Herrera versus Britton, no distance, pick one. Britton to win plus 170. Now the next pick for the upcoming fight is Patrick Ferguson versus Joseph Herr. Patrick Ferguson, for me, in this fight, should be an underdog. Yes, it is. Yes, it is as expected. Patrick Ferguson is the underdog. And now people gonna say, oh, 2-2, 1-0, etc. Fine. So what? Joseph Herr is having a record of 4-2 in amateurs and a successful victory over Marcelinho Silva. And Patrick Ferguson is 2-0 against which guys, against which characters, and how was his amateur circuit? I mean, at LFA lost to Cesly Kolar versus via triangle choke, and Joseph Herr can threat via triangle chokes, can threat via very long fights, very good stamina, so hard to finish. It's normal. So I think odds are pretty much on point. Minus 260. Then we're gonna go with the next fight. Justin Governale versus Marquis Smith. In this fight, I'm going to go with Justin Governale just to find the odds. Minus 170. I have no time to explain because I'm very busy, but alright, Justin Governale. I'm gonna write you my picks. over nail to win minus 170. That is my prediction. Now the next one is going to be Dean Fryer versus Drake Lopez. I do see Drake Lopez as a very, very underestimated opponent. Yeah, I do see Drake Lopez as a super, super underestimated opponent. Plus 300. Dean Fryer, well, they want to build that guy a score. They want to make him great records, etc, etc. And don't forget that Drake Lopez recently won via heel hook. I mean, he's got some submission skills, and he can be dangerous if the fight gets dragged to the ground. And Eddie Fryer is more of a striker and a quick finisher. He has a decision win over Melvin Lopez, but yeah, he is not better on the ground, and people ignore that fact. So if I want to gamble, I would gamble here with an underdog. So yeah, Drake to win plus 3-0. Now the next fight that is going to be on the menu here is between Isaac Moreno and Sam Kilmer. Isaac Moreno riding on a score of 3-0, Sam Kilmer 4-0. This is the clash of two elite level prospects. Really, really two elite level prospects. Isaac Moreno is a point fighter, and he outworked majority of the opponents. He destroyed Johnny Pantoja. Outworked Joshua Fleck. And I'm just talking about his amateur career. The guy is undefeated, but Johnny Pantoja, man. Johnny Pantoja is no joke. Sam Kilmer 4-0. Sam Kilmer holds victories over Braden Akea, Solomon Amadeo, and at Combate Global he defeated Sergio Sosa, Alec Carrasco Barajan, also all wins in amateurs. This is the toughest fight on the whole card for me. I'm gonna tell you, this is the toughest fight on the whole card. Kilmer is slight favorite, but I think Moreno versus Kilmer, the fight goes the distance, is the perfect pick because this is going to be close. Moreno to win plus 110 if I must pick a side. Then we're gonna go to the next fight. This is Edmilson Freitas versus Armus Gaiton. Edmilson Freitas, you all know who is Edmilson Freitas. There's no need to explain. Armus Gaiton, another quite underestimated guy, and Edmilson Freitas might not be in the best shape of his life at the moment, and you know that the Amazonian warrior is fighting out of Manaus Amazonas, lost to Nico Echeverry, fought to a draw against Raymond Banda, no contest against Joel Baumann, but I'm gonna tell you one thing. He was losing to high-level names, for example, Austin Vanderford, Brent Moore. These are all high-level names. He was not losing to bums. And Armus Gaiton, this guy kind of reminds me a bit of Terence McKinney, you know. Kind of reminds me a bit. He is a killer, be-killed fighter. And he was losing to Billy Goff, Paris Tergel, Austin Jones. I think Freitas versus Gaiton. No distance. That would be my pick. Gaiton to win minus 400, but I'm not confident in that pick. Like, if I must pick a side, but I would gladly fade this fight. So we're going into the next fight, Loram Estevez versus Shakeem Richardson. Loram Estevez 5-0, Shakeem Richardson 5-0 for Shakeem Richardson. And need to check the odds to see who's the underdog here. Yes, as expected, Loram Estevez is the favorite, minus 240. Okay. Loram to win, minus 240. That's okay for me. And now I'm gonna go with the final fight, Anthony Ivy versus Joel Baumann. Joel Baumann should be the favorite in this, but I'm gonna see how bookies say. Let me see. Yeah, Joel Baumann minus 170. Joel Baumann 5-0, 6'2", 78.5 inches of reach out of Jackson Wink MMA. Reese Forrest victory. Edmilson Freitas, you've seen what happened. He also competed at bare knuckle MMA. Also, this guy defeated Julian LeBlanc. Yeah, Joel Baumann, that's the guy who outworked one of my huge friends. Anthony Ivy, 860, 6'2", 74 inches of reach, out of Brazilian top team Texas, on a cold fight, losing streak. He lost to Christian Aguilera and Brian Barberena in the UFC, then extended his losing streak to Nikolai Veretnikov and Basil Hafez, and now Joel Baumann. This should be a springboard for Joel Baumann. That's how I see this fight. So, and he defeated Julian LeBlanc, and I know how good Julian LeBlanc is. Joel Baumann to win. So that's it. I have no more time. I would gladly talk to you more, but I don't have more time, and I need to do some other things today. And catch you later.